What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today I'm doing a video on this eye look right here. I'm testing out the new About Face Beauty brand by Halsey. So I ordered a few makeup products from her new launch, and I'm going to be testing out those products on my eyes today and just showing you how I created this eye makeup look. So if you're interested in that, make sure you watch this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video. Okay, so I didn't get a ton just because I did like the little pre-launch thing before the official like main launch, and I think each item kind of averaged around that like $20 to $25 range, and so I didn't want to go crazy at first. So I thought it was cute when you open up the box. It's this bright green color, has About Face across, so I thought that was cute. And I got 4 items. I got 2 of the fluid eye paints, and then I got 2 of the shadow sticks. So first I got the fluid eye paint in the color Smell Before Rain, which is kind of like that neutral, color. It kind of looked like a brown nude color. In person, it definitely looks a little bit more cool toned, which on my skin now looks like it would be fine, a great base color just for my lid. I did, however, kind of just test this a little bit as like a lid shade last night when I actually had my foundation on, and since my body color is just a lot more tan than my face, when I put on my foundation to match the rest of my body, I realized that this shade actually might be just a little bit too light for me just because of my skin tone. So I think maybe I should have went with that darker color instead, but we'll see. I'm gonna maybe play with this one again today. I'm not sure yet. And then I also got this pink mauve color, which is the, I don't know how to say this, Dionysus. This color, which is kind of like, it almost shows up on camera as like a magenta, but in person I feel like it looks maybe a little bit more like a deep mauve. So I'm definitely interested in these ones because based on like the videos on her website and kind of just what she's talked about, she said that she liked to use them as pretty much colors you can mix with the other paint colors, and she personally likes to just take them out, kind of just play with them on her hand and just put them on like you would if she was painting, and kind of just mix the colors on her hand and then apply them with a brush. So I definitely want to try this color out today. So I already have a look in mind, but I'm definitely not like a professional. I do like to do my makeup and I think I'm okay at it, but I definitely never like go out of the box and do these super cool looks that you see a lot of makeup artists do, or like the looks that About Face has already featured on their social medias and stuff like that. I don't really think I'm good enough to do anything like that, but I thought this would just be a fun time for me to try and kind of show you guys too. So then I also got 2 of the shadow sticks. I got the black because I figured that could be like an everyday color. And then I also got this blue too. There was just something that seemed really cool about the blue. Don't usually wear blue a lot, but I felt like it would be a super cool and fun shade, especially for like concerts or just like a fun look, maybe even just adding like a pop of it in the inner corner just to like spice up a look a little bit. So I want to use this today too. I'm not sure how they'll like pair on top of each other. That's the only thing I'm kind of wondering. I kind of want to see how the fluid eye paints will dry down and then see if you can actually go on with like the shadow stick on top of it. I think with the black it would be perfectly fine, but with some like these lighter colors, like say if I wanted to do the nude color and then go on with the blue on top of it, I'm wondering how easy that will be, if it will show up or if that would get ruined, if the stick would get ruined, you know, like going over it. I definitely have some other things here I'm going to add on top too, just to spruce up the eye look, and then I'll finish my face with my other products that I already have. This seemed really cool to me, kind of something new. I never really use a liquid shadows. So I don't know what I'm doing really. So I figured, you know what? I'll just kind of show you what I'm going to try. Hello, acne. Okay, I don't have any other makeup on, so I don't have any primer or anything either. I don't know if I should add a primer on first or not. I'm going to try this first. So let me find a brush real quick. Take this brush here, and I have no clue what it is or what brand it is. It says it's an RL Moda Pro. I think I got it in like a BoxyCharm or something, so I don't normally go and like buy brushes unless I get them in like a subscription box. And it says it is a crease brush, so I think this will be perfect. I've seen a couple videos already. Some people will put it on their hand first and then dip their brush in it to apply. What I'm going to do is just swipe a little bit on the lid first and then just going to go in and blend on top. From what I've also heard, a little goes a long way. So when you take it out, it looks like this. So I think I'm going to dab off just a little bit. Just dab off a little and then just, I don't know if I should just like swipe or just like dab. Let's just dab off a little more. And just do like a little swipe, I guess. Should I do one at a time? Yes, I'll just do one. And I'm just doing that windshield wiper motion. You can definitely tell it's like not enough, but I was afraid to go in with too much the first time. So I want it to be like a bold pink. So I'm just going to go in with more. Worst case scenario, I can blend it out. I just didn't want to go in too heavy. I'm just going to swipe it right across the lid now. Just like that. Okay, you can definitely see like that's definitely very thick now. And I wonder like if I leave it there just like that, how long it would take to dry down. Obviously the line up top is pretty harsh and I want to blend that out, but I don't know if I should start blending now or let it like dry down a little bit first. I don't know. I might just wait like a couple seconds just for it to maybe start to come down, because what I'm thinking of is I am going to add some more to my, like a different shade to my lid later. So I'm wanting it to go out a little bit further too. So I'm just going to blend a little bit.
Out. Just going to drag it out a little bit.
Yes, yes, just like that. Okay, I think that's good, except I feel like I do want it just to go up a little bit higher. I don't know if I should just keep trying to blend higher or just add a tiny bit more shadow. I'm just going to go in and do the other eye real quick. Did my other eye, touched up my brows just a little bit, and so now I have pretty much both eyelids covered with the pink paint. And now is when I kind of want to add some of this blue. I want to do like some blue on the inner corner and underneath my eye too. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. I was trying to give it a couple minutes to kind of have this dry down, because like I was saying, I don't know how it's going to go over like the fluid eye paint well. So like I'm afraid if I start going over the paint with the shadow stick and the blue, is it going to like get ruined and have some of the pink like show up on here? But I mean, I guess the only way to know is to try, right? So like I just did two little tiny marks on my hand and it's already showing up pretty pigmented. So maybe I'll start with the under eye first. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have done some concealer on the inside. Maybe I should do that actually. This is Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I'm going to add a touch of that on the inner corner. I'm going to add a little concealer like up here. All right, I'm going back to that brush. That same brush, just gonna kind of dab that concealer down a little bit. So I can kind of still see the outline of the fluid eye paint, but just adding this concealer maybe will give the blue a little bit of like a base. Okay, let's give that a second to dry down. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna add some primer to my face because I am going to finish with some foundation at the end. So I'm gonna use the Touch in Sol No-pore-blem, like no problem, Prime Essence. Add that. It's supposed to be like not irritating or clogging if you have acne prone skin, which I do, obviously. At least that's what an esthetician told me, the makeup artist that's doing my wedding makeup. She told me this one is good compared to like some brands like Smashbox or those ones that have like a thicker primer. Since I go on with like usually a matte foundation and a matte powder, because I used to have really oily skin, it's gotten a lot better. I don't always feel like I need to use a matte primer as well. Start with my right eye, I guess, and kind of follow that same outline. And just outline it in blue. Definitely is showing up on here. I wonder, is this something that like will, oh, it just goes up. Okay. That makes me feel better. Because I'm like, how do you sharpen this thing? So it'll just go up and down. And I'm basically just going over the concealer I put down with that blue and to connect it so it looks kind of in that same solid motion. But I don't want to bring the blue out too far on top. I'm going to do more blue on the bottom. I would say it's a little challenging to add the shadow stick over the eye paint, but not too bad. And I'm wondering if I can even kind of pat it down to make it look a little more blended. I kind of am, like, I'm envisioning this going like out on both the bottom and top. So I think I can maybe touch that up a little bit. I kind of want to use a little bit of this on the bottom and then blue on the outer corner. Now when I put my actual foundation on, it might not make that big of a difference, but I don't know if I want to put the blue shadow stick over my foundation, especially after seeing how it went on over the matte paint. So I think I'm going to add just a pinch of this fluid paint, this like nude color, in this inner corner. I'm just kind of seeing what it looks like. I'm just going to take this blue again and just kind of go for it underneath and kind of try to bring it up to meet this other color. Felt like starting on the outside going in just kind of gave me a good like foundation. And I do want to make that a little thicker, I think. I'm just worried about like bringing it out. So I'm bringing the blue about halfway in my under eye, and then I wanted it to meet the pink. I'm kind of just going with the flow, just kind of seeing what happens. Okay, I'm back. I did both eyes. I finished up the blue underneath, just kind of finishing to bring it out, and then I just threw on some foundation and some blush and bronzer a little bit just to make it feel like my whole face was together. So I'm going to finish up the eye, and then I need some liner and mascara and some lip. I'm definitely feeling like a nude lip with this eye, but I wanted to maybe add this like sparkle on the eye. It's a Tarte cream eyeshadow called Eye Luster, and I figured since I was already using some liquid, maybe add this on top. It is like a glitter. I think I got this in another subscription box and I haven't really used it yet, so I don't really know exactly. When I put it on my hand, it definitely seems like it has actually like a gold, I don't know, it's like a chrome color, so I think that might look cool. Otherwise, I have some like loose powder or loose shimmer from Kathleen Lights and Colourpop, their collection. I just have this plain white I was maybe gonna put on top. Otherwise, I have like a purple I thought might actually look cool too, but I don't know. I was maybe gonna try this first and then maybe put some of this loose white powder on top. So I think I'm just going to do like a little swipe across the lid. I don't think I'm going to add any concealer or anything. So I'm sticking it in the container, pulling it out, and that seems like quite a bit of product, so I'm going to kind of just tap it off just to get a little bit. I mean, the eye look does look kind of cool like this. Hopefully I don't completely like mess it up. Get that excess off the lash. I mean, that's pretty much what I was going for. Like, I wanted it to be where you see all the blue and the pink still, but add a glitter on the lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the other eye and then see if I maybe want to add some of that loose shadow on top still. I think I'll probably add a dab of this in my corner, my inner corner too. And then just to add a little bit, I'm going to take the black shadow stick, and I think they call it tight lining, where you just add a little bit of darkness underneath, just to kind of make like your lash line look thicker, because I don't really want to add any liner on top. Yeah, can you see that difference between the left eye where there's nothing there yet and then the right? It just looks a tiny bit like thicker on that line. I'm going to do the same thing on this side with the black. Now I'm going to take this very like tiny brush, this pretty precise edge, and I am just going to dip a little bit in this loose powder there. Sometimes you can wet the brush with either a setting spray with water. You just wet it, dip it in there, and then I'm just going to dab that just a little bit on top of that. Okay, so I added some mascara, and then I added a tiny little piece of a lash just to this outer corner. So normally on a look like this, I would love to add like a full fake lash on both lashes, but I'm not going anywhere today, and I actually don't even really have any lashes right now. I did have some of these individual ones from Ardell, and I do like these because it's a way where you can kind of just add in like within your own natural lash. If you notice a spot that's looking a little sparse, you can just add in whatever size that fits your lash, and you can make it look, you know, natural, but just adding in almost like extensions wherever you think you need them. So I just added in a tiny little one on my corner so that when I take a couple photos, it just have a little extra oomph there on the end. But normally I would say I would like to add some fake lashes, but also sometimes I think when you add fake lashes, sometimes it can take away from just the beauty of the actual eye look. It can almost kind of like hide the eyeshadow, if you will. So I did want to just highlight the overall eye look. So yeah, this is the eye look, and I did add also a nude lip as well. I will link all the products that I use down below, but let me take my bobby pins out. So when it's all said and done, this is the look. I did have fun playing with the different colors today. Overall, of course, I was filming, so it took me longer than normal, but in order to kind of blend everything out, it probably took me like 45 minutes to do the look, which if I'm doing like a glam look with my full face, it normally takes me about that long anyway. I do wish I had some more colors to play with, but hopefully, you know, as she continues to launch more things, I'll be able to add more. to my collection and then play with some more shades as well. I do have some other looks I'd like to try out too. This would obviously be a look I would not wear just on the regular day-to-day basis, like not to work or anything, and really not even for like a night out. I would probably save this for like a fun themed party or a concert or something like that. So I definitely feel like her collection speaks to what she said it was. It's made for everybody and definitely something people can experiment and play with, especially just to like be bold and try different things they might normally try either. So definitely excited about the collection. We're definitely excited about the brand. Going to continue to purchase. Let me know if you've tried it and what products you like the best. I would be interested in trying some of the other face products too. It's just that I have so many other lip colors, highlights. I don't really know if they were like a necessity right now. If you got them, let me know, and let me know what shades you like a lot right now. Again, I feel like this color I was really liking on the website, but now that I have it in person, I just don't know if it's really going to work for me. However, I could always mix it with this pink and kind of create like a lighter mauve color, because this is pretty pink. So I could maybe tone it down a little bit and like mix it together. So that would be fun too. So yeah, that's about it. So if you like this video or you want to see more reviews, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.